open just for one.
Before we close this out, I have a question. Have either of you seen the Wander Franco play where he feels the ground ball, does the transfer, does a flip in the air, grabs it, and then fires first?
Yeah, I did see that.
I was wondering your opinion on that.
I don't know. I don't want to sound like a dick. I just don't think, like, I don't really care that he did it. Like, I'm not one to just start, like, crying because he did it, right? Like, some people on Twitter
Yeah.
that fall for the bait every time. But it's just, like, I don't think it's that cool. Like, I don't think it's that impressive. He just threw the ball up to himself. You know, I think I could do that and then throw a guy out. It's like, it's not that crazy impressive. It's not like he was juggling or, I don't know. To me, it just wasn't that cool. It got kind of overhyped. I don't know. People were making it seem like he did like he was some pioneer or something. Like, we're going to start dribbling on the baseball field. But I don't know. I could care less. It is what it is.
You go.
Okay. So, I don't really have a big opinion on it either, but I saw it was a big topic all over Twitter. So that's why I wanted to relay that to you guys, see what you guys thought about it. My personal opinion is, if you're going to do it, you better make sure you get the fucking out. Because if you don't get the out, you look like the biggest dumbass on the field. I don't care. Do what you want. But in my opinion, I hope he doesn't ever do that again. Like, because imagine you're a pitcher on the mound and you see your shortstop do it, and let's say he just drops the ball. I don't know. I would not like that one. I would lose my absolute mind. Like,
well, if I'm Kevin Cash, I'm saying don't do that shit again. But like,
as
a fan, it is what it is. I kind of have the same opinion Brian Reynolds said after the game. Like, I really wasn't that impressed, and that's kind of how I see it.
It's not like he did a backflip while throwing the ball. Yeah. Then we're talking something else.
But dude, the way, and I understand, there's this group on Twitter of baseball, like younger fans, and they try to protect this youthful, like the bat flipping and the celebrations, and I respect that so much. I think that's great, but I think in them trying to protect it so much, they go overboard, and they group something silly like this in with like a bat flip that's actually cool and is like a selling point. Dude, like it's just not doing much for me that you could just throw the ball up to yourself and catch it. I don't really see the appeal, but I could be wrong.
Okay, my turn. I love it. I love it, and here's why. Jack, you literally said it's not that cool. He's not some sort of pioneer. Like, what are we doing? Name one person who's done it before. That's the definition of being a pioneer.
Okay. No, all right. We'll see how many people do it after. All
right. So I love it in the sense of, same when we talked about the rule changes, it's going to help MLB stay relevant. Because I think about football, right? Like, Andy Reid is not telling Patrick Mahomes to throw a no-look pass. But how many times have you seen that?
Okay. Yeah, but I would say that the no-look pass, like, there's a on-the-field benefit. Like, he's trying to confuse a linebacker, right? By, like, he's looking one way and then throwing another way. It has, like, a purpose. Like, you're doing something. Doing
no
this.
And not looking at your target.
But, like, okay, but at the very least, he's trying to confuse. Like, there's a purpose to him doing it. You know, it's not just like.
Yes and no, but also then let's stay on football because it's literally the, conglomerate of sports media, right? Like,
yeah,
you talk about all the celebrations, all the end zone celebrations and stuff. It does nothing with the product on the field, but people do it and people love watching it.
Yeah, but I would say that's after the play. Like, it's not during a play.
So, like a bat flip, it's kind of during the play. In your team bat flip?
I mean, I would not. I'd be pissed if I was. I would say if I was a coach, don't do that shit again. If I was a pitcher, I would be pissed. But as a fan, I could care less. I just I don't know. I've been impressed with other cooler stuff like Javi Baez no look tag in the WBC
Awesome.
2017. That's sick. Like to me, that's cool. You fielding ground ball, throwing up to yourself, and throwing it to first. It just doesn't do it for me. Maybe it does it for other fans, but I don't know. Just doesn't. It's not that cool to me. But maybe I'm just
I,
hating because it's the Rays. It could be that.
no, I totally agree with that take. I'm like, it doesn't really like wow me in terms of the talent required to do that at all. But to me, it's just the thought to even do it, like the ballsiness
Yeah,
to execute it.
yeah,
And B,
maybe.
you're right too. If he doesn't do it, everyone's gonna hate on him for sure. But he did it, and let's just take a second and be like, you're right. We don't have to have a strong opinion on it, but let's also just, it is what it is. I think it's good for the game. Whatever. I love seeing a baseball clip on Twitter. You know, like I love seeing a baseball clip go viral on Twitter, even
Yeah,
for those who don't follow baseball accounts, right? And that's what it's about. It's about those casual fans. It's about all that stuff. It's not really the purists. It's about that young group, Jack, that you talked about.
yeah. I mean, I was just seeing some of the most head ass statements on Twitter, like.
Oh, I love the
Well,
purists when they start
Well,
talking.
no, that too, and like some of the young fans being like, imagine your shortstop not being able to do this. Like he threw the ball up to himself and threw it at first. Like let's pump the brakes a little bit.
You know
But
what I could do?
I'm not gonna lie, real quick though. Let's all be honest. That looked a little sloppy.
definitely not
That
as cool
what?
as
It
not as
looked a
cool as
little
Wander.
sloppy.
I don't know. Call me Wander Franco. I'm gonna edit those two together
Yeah,
simultaneously. The throw and his. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Maybe more guys do it. That I mean, Ben Dave is the biggest sharp
it's
of all time. If
For
he can,
IKF to do it, by the way, and just completely fuck it up.
dude, if IKF did that and made an error, oh my god, the fans would chase him out of town so quick.
Oh my god! I'll give both of you $50 if IKF does it and makes an error. I will give both of you $50. You have it here.
I would love. I would personally love to see it, Jack. I would be willing to let the Yankees lose to see him try to do that.
Oh my god, dude.
I really
Like
would. Maybe not in like a postseason game, but like
he would need private security